Hello everybody and welcome back to SkySaga Alpha 9. We are over here in the hub and something really exciting has happened. We have just had an update and there are new things for Lumostone and this is going to be awesome. So I couldn't wait until tomorrow. I've had to put out a video today showing you the new things that have happened here in SkySaga Alpha 9. So I think we're officially on 9.1 now, and yeah, there are some really awesome stuff. So we're here with the Lithomancer and we are going to have a quick look through the new things that are here in SkySaga Alpha 9. So I've already bought a few of these, but as you can see, if we scroll down, we've got all of the normal Lumo ones and things, but you can also see we have an alarm, a chime, a timer sounder, a light, which is just amazing, and a Lumostone latch. Oh, and a 0.5 second delay. So obviously, the one that I am the most excited about is this guy, the Lumostone Latch. This is going to add a huge amount to the building that we can do with Lumostone. And so much so, I'm going to buy all of these up now, and we're going to go over to my tutorial island. We're going to drop all these down and have a look at how they work very quickly, very briefly. But then tomorrow, we're going to be using this Lumostone Latch in a tutorial to build not only a full latch circuit, but also a circuit to do a flip-flop, which is a really cool little device, and it is going to help us build a lot of really cool inventions. So anyway, I'm going to go through, buy all of these up. We're going to head over to the tutorial island and have a look at what all of these things do. Okay, so here we go. We're back on the tutorial island and I have set everything up that you need to see. So, of course, the first things that we saw back there were these Lumostone lamps. Now, these work by when you power them up, they turn on, just like this. Now, as you can see, the color of ichor that you put into these things actually determines what color they glow. Obviously, white at the moment seems to be the brightest, and then I've got red and green here. Now, for those of you wondering, you can get green ichor by playing the build-off challenges, and this green was actually given to me by Ashwee when she won it in a game that we played together over the weekend, so thanks for that, Ashwee. But yeah, as you can see, the white is the brightest out of the lot, and then the other colors seem to be dimmer than the white. But yeah, these are a pretty simple little thing, but they are awesome, and I am sure they're going to be really useful. They also appear to be able to be placed on things and upside down and all that kind of stuff. So as you can see, they are changeable depending on where you place them. Because I aimed at the door there, it's kind of slanted out on the side, and now I've got it looking like that. So I'm sure you can place them on the ceiling and things like that as well. The only thing I will say is that when you do pick them up and place them, they don't light up until you jump out of the island and jump back again. You kind of, for some reason, need to give them a quick little Lumostone reset almost. So the next little thing that we're going to talk about here is the latch. Now the latch is really cool. Basically, it takes two inputs. One of those inputs turns the latch off, and one of those inputs turns the latch on. So this one is hooked up to the on button. So we turn that on, and we step away, and the latch holds the on state. The latch is just going to keep being on until we walk over here and flick the off button. And there we go. Now the latch is turned off, and the door reappears. So once again, on, and I can leave this on as long as I like, and then I can come over here and stand on the off, and there you go, the latch switches off. Now this is quite a useful little circuit, and as I said before, tomorrow we will be adding a small amount of circuitry around this to make a flip-flop, which is going to be really cool and really quite useful for you guys. So I just want to quickly show you the actual interface here. So you've got an on pin and an off pin. So that was the one connected to that panel, was the off pin. So once again, just a quick on and off. It seems as though the default for this is off, so you can't kind of turn this on and leave the island and come back, because it will turn itself off while you're away. The last couple of things here are music boxes and a 0.5 second delay. Now this one is pretty quick and pretty easy to understand what it is. It adds a 0.5 second delay to your signals. So when you feed a signal into this, and the signal turns off, it keeps the signal on the output for another half a second. And that's about it, so we're not really even going to hook that guy up or cover it. The next thing we've got along here is a timer. So these guys are really cool. So these all create sounds on your island. I'm going to shut up in a second as I step on this plate so you can actually hear what's going on. But this is a timer, so it creates kind of TikTok type music to tell people they are being timed for something. So here we go. So you can hear that kind of slight clicking in the background. That there is this guy doing its thing and producing a sound. Now, the next one we've got, so this one doesn't have any UI. You just literally click one thing and click it and it hooks up correctly. The next one we've got is an alarm. So we have a good alarm. So that's our good alarm, and we have a bad alarm. And that's our bad alarm. Now, this guy obviously has got a UI that you need to hook up, so we're just going to quickly remove one of these lines, and then we'll hook that back in, and you can have a look at the UI here. Oh, here we go. Hook it back in there, so we've got the good alarm and the bad alarm. And the nice thing about this is it does actually show you how these are going to sound as we go through and do this. So we're going to hook this guy back up to the good alarm. There we go, perfect. Now, the next thing we have here, we have a whole bunch of music blocks. Now, each of these music blocks actually has a interface to it. So you can see here we've got a set of music notes that we can choose. Once again, these will play as you put mouse over them. So these are really, really quite nice. I mean, obviously this is not a full octave, but I feel like we're going to be able to make some really cool music stuff out of these guys. Now, what I've done here is I have set up these music note blocks on different surfaces. So we've got one on stone, one on grass, and one on thin air. Just because I wanted to see if the surface you place this thing on actually made any difference at all to these guys, and it doesn't seem like they do. So if I step on this plate, that's 1, 2, and 3, and they all sound exactly the same. So it doesn't seem as though any of these things actually have any grounds or basis for exactly the sound that you get out of this. Now, the one thing I will say is that these guys are quite extraordinary. So if we get our pressure plate out and hook it all the way down here, and we'll hook it to, let's say, to the good alarm, you can hear the good alarm from all the way over here as soon as we step on this pressure plate. You ready? So it seems as though even though the block is placed over there, this sound gets played to anybody on the island, or at least in a very, very large radius, as you can tell. So if you are building a circuit and you want to add these sound boxes into it, don't really worry about where you're placing the sound boxes. You can place them pretty much anywhere, and everybody is going to hear the sounds that they make whenever it is that they go off. So there you go. These are the brand new bits of Lumostone here in Alpha 9. I am really, really excited. Like I said, there will be a video out tomorrow using the latch and turning it into a flip-flop, which I think is going to help quite a lot of you. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you in the next video.